Hey guys, this is Lee here, and in this video I'm going to share with you two things that I'm going to teach you that I should have known better. But before we get to the video, please don't forget to smash that like button. I appreciate everything, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more content like this. So right now I'm here at my home sailing club, Wet Pants Sailing Association right here, and I just finished the pursuit race. And I'm here with my trusty little boat. But the big thing is, last week I sailed in the world's longest sunfish race around Shelter Island, and it's one of the biggest races for me because I actually tried to win that race because I have a relatively realistic chance of winning. I won it before. So one of the things that you should know anytime that you start any sort of big event for yourself, never ever use brand new untested equipment. So what happened to me is I used a brand new dagger board, and when I sailed out to the race course, it was going downwind, so I'm sailing like this, and the next thing I know, and I'm about to start in 2 minutes in light wind, it was like 2 miles an hour, I realized I couldn't get the board down all the way. This is my tried and trusty one. So what that meant is I had to sail a 26-mile course with this board up, but here's a problem with that. See how high it is? The boom is gonna hit it on tacks. That is not gonna, if it was just a reaching event, I could definitely do it, but for 26 miles, no go. So for instance, if you are going to run the New York City Marathon, you're not going to use brand new shoes just for that event. It was my fault because when they made the dagger boards, certain brand new dagger boards are like maybe a millimeter too thick and they have to be sanded down. That was a terrible, terrible result. So I actually had to try to fix it, and I didn't even start on time. So a whole year goes by. I'm looking forward to this race, and I didn't even get to start properly. I went around the island because I borrowed South Hole Yacht Club student board, and I did catch a few boats, but it was a very disappointing event. Peter Beardsley, who was actually one of my picks in my head to win this, he won that race. He's actually the first Shelter Island sailor to actually win the Around Shelter Island race. So don't use brand new stuff unless you test it out. The second thing is I learned out in Springfield, Illinois, when I was doing the Sunfish North Americans. And thanks to Bob Finley for getting me a boat. I actually used Gene Bergman's boat. And I'm like, Gene Bergman is a sunfish racing legend. She's in the Sunfish Bible. She won everything under the sun. And I was able to sail that boat. And she had the regular rig, full rig up there, no gens rig, nothing. So the first 2 days of the 3-day event was fine. It was light wind, I got around the course, I was doing pretty well. And I said, well, it's Gene Bergen's boat, I'm not gonna change anything, because you know what, she's a legend. So what happened is on the third day, on Sunday, the winds piped up. They were blowing into the upper teens and the low 20s, and I didn't have the gens rig. I didn't have the gens rig with the Mendelblatt rig, what I usually use, where it makes the spar on the side of the mast, and what that does generally, it kind of lets the sailor control the power of the sail a little bit better, or a lot bit better, as I learned. And I was getting hammered because I'm used to having the gens rig full time on my boat, and I wasn't able to depower it. I didn't have the 2 halyard system. I didn't have the gens rig. I didn't have the Mendelblatt variation. And if you want to learn how to do these things, I have a video. It says 4 types of gens rig. It is a game changer. I suffered through that I couldn't hike the boat down. I couldn't sail right. That means if you can't sail right and you're just trying to hold on, you cannot race right. And for those who don't race, that's fine. But if you're in survival conditions, and whatever survival conditions are for you, that could be 12 miles an hour. That's all right. But with the Gens rig, it lets you have more control. It enables you to depower the sail. And I will never, ever go without my Gens rig ever again, even if it's blowing 4 miles an hour, because I can always power it up with the regular halyard. So I'm gonna keep this video short. Those are the 2 things that I've learned in the last couple of months that I wanna share with you. And I appreciate it if you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep watching. I'm coming out with more stuff soon. Thanks, and I'll see you on the water.